Hello, the Pokemon Fan 993 here, back with more Pokemon Scarlet. During the last episode, I actually went into the final team tard base, and because of my poor choice in lead Mon, I believe I lost, and that was the reason that it happened. Essentially, I got that guy's Vroom down to little nothing, and then I lost. But ever since then, I've bumped up my Pokemon just a little bit more. I know that his beginning Pokemon, or her, I'm not sure which one it is at the moment, has Sucker Punch. But it's also weak to ground, so I'm going to start with Palmot. If he goes for Sucker Punch immediately, Palmot will not take much damage because he's a fighting type. And there's a couple other things we got to deal with, but I think this time, considering I powered up my Pokemon a little bit and everything. Also, I need to find actually, before I do much of anything else, I got to find one more thing. I got to find another Pokemon that can learn a move that would deal damage to a Steel type. Super effective damage, I mean. So we're going to check real quick, see if there's anything here worth looking at. Heat Wave's a good one. He can learn it, but that's not really that great. Focus Blast can learn that, but that's not great either because of the Ice Spinner impression. Low Kick. I'll probably learn Low Kick. But I'm not crazy about it. It doesn't do fixed damage. I'm not sure how much damage it does sometimes, so let's not do that one. Sandstorm, Shadow Claw, Sludge Bomb, Snarl, Stosia. Guess we really don't have anything for that. Alright, whichever. So we're going to move everyone here. Because once it happens, I can't change my Pokemon anymore. Once I complete if they make me do the gauntlet again. So we're going to put these three up front, so Palmot goes first. Regardless, and when I complete this, if I have to do this all again, I mean. I got a feeling I'm going to have to. What is this? Big Bamboo Shot. I got that last time, I still don't know what that does. Yes, let's try this again. Oh, I don't have to do the gauntlet. I'm very surprised. Let me do it again. Yep, definitely a girl. Okay. I don't remember much about, but the way she looks, she's definitely a girl. Not trying to generalize here. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, yeah. So same thing she said last time. So the problem with last time was that her last Pokemon is that Vroom, basically the thing she's riding on. It knows Shift Gear and Stamina, and has the ability Stamina. So Shift Gear increases your attack by 1 stage and your speed by 2. She was using that a lot. And then Stamina, when you hit it with a physical move, its defense increases, meaning every time I hit it with a physical move, it would get stronger and harder to hurt. The problem is that Espertha died too quickly during the battle, meaning that my only special attacker that wouldn't cause Stamina to activate was already gone. Oh, I forgot about that too. I actually learned a new move called Double Shock. User charges all electricity from his body to perform a high damage attack. After using this move, the user will know my electric type. So that Vroom at the end, if I can manage to survive that one, the Vroom at the end had the had Bulldoze, but if I can use Double Shock on it, if I manage to get it that far, I can make it so I'm not a electric type anymore, and that wouldn't cause super effective damage. So we're gonna go for Dig. Kitatsu did not go for Sucker Punch. That's a good start. What's he gonna go for though? Poison Jab. Okay. So there's a fair chance I have Soft Sand equipped to Palmot, so Dig will do more damage, but there's a fair chance I might not knock it out. Okay, we're good. Alright, so that's one down. Simeon's next. I want to be very careful what I choose here for Pokemon. So we're fighting Pessimian now, right? Let me check something. So my speed is 162. I don't think Pessimian's faster than that. So my hope here is to hit it with Play Rough. Because for those who don't know, kind of like 3 Pokemon are kind of useless. Masquerada is kind of useless, and so is Cyclozar. So I managed to use Masquerada to some extent before that last battle. There shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, so I am faster Play Rough, but it's not enough. I might die here. Close combat. Masquerade takes a 1-shot. I was afraid of that. No Muscari did more than last time. Last time she just fainted. Alright, my turn now. So we're gonna... I give as good as I get. That's a promise. We'll see who's left standing in the end. So now we're gonna swap to... Alphesgraphy. Once they said attributes even better than... faster than Masquerade was, meaning I should get the first move. Unless this one knows Sucker Punch too. Could. But a simple... I don't want to go for a gunk shot because I have a high chance to miss. But let's go for a slash. Alright. Looking good so far. Annihilate. That's the one that kind of got me last time. I think it's a good time to use Squawkabilly. Last time I think I switched to Zygozaar and used Acrobatics, and it did damage, but didn't do enough. So we're going to take another spin at that. Intimidate lowers its attack. Brave Bird. Muscle Band increase. Nice. One shot. Probably going to take a bunch of damage, but that's not a big deal. Okay, Lucario's the next one. I used Palm Out last time on hit, but you think? I think I'm going to have to use Palm Out again. So I think my strategy here is going to be to... Because the Rev Room is still super effective, it's still weak against flying. So here's my plan. I'm going to go for Palm Out. I'm going to use Close Combat. When it asks me to switch again, I'm going to swap to Squawkabilly, lower Vroom's attack by quite a bit. And then, hopefully, I can deal some damage with oh, I don't even get a chance to swap? What the... Alright, I guess I can't swap when she switches to Reverend for some stupid reason. Alright, I guess I'm going for double shock right off the bat. That makes me not know Electric type anymore. So, and it does quite a bit of damage as well. Stamina increases defense, that's fine. Use the obvious electricity. Because high horsepower, I'm no longer a Electric type, so that does almost no damage. Now, here's the thing I could do. I could... Let's double shock won't do as much damage before because of... I'm not an Electric type anymore, but... Oh! So apparently double shock only works once. That's interesting. I did not know that that was my own fault. I should have seen that coming. So now we're actually going to run Thunder Wave. I think that's my next best I can't use Thunder Wave here. God dang it. Oh, wait. It's part ground. Okay. Interesting. So I guess I'll go for Dig. Yeah, I never even tried. I should have considered maybe it is. So it's fighting ground, essentially. Dig's not going to do too much damage. Stamina's going to activate, increase its defense again. Goes for another combat torque. Alright, so I'm debating how I want to do this right now. Do I want to send another Pokemon and lower its HP more and then go for Espartha? Let me check Espartha's speed stat. I'm definitely faster than it. So let's go Squawkabilly. I'm going to go for what I did before. I'm going to go for a Brave Bird. I should do a fair amount of damage. Intimidate's going to lower its attack even further. And we're going to go for Brave Bird. Go for Shift Gear. That's the one that increases the speed by 2, but attack by 1. So he's reverting his... He's getting more speed and he's increasing his attack by 1 stage. Or he's reverting his attack and getting his speed up by 2 stages, I should say. Defense rose. So this is going to really come down to a couple of things now, just like I did last time. It came really close last time, if you guys watched the last video. Combat Torque does damage. Brave Bird. Wow, we actually got it. Do I take recoil damage still? Yeah, Squawkabilly fainted. But that turned out a lot better than last time. Slave's knowledge is all you need for some bosses. You feed Eerie of Team Star. And that's the last of the Team Star bases. Meaning completed all 3 paths, technically. At least the first part of each one. I'm so sorry, everyone. about a year and a half ago. So sorry, I think I went a little too far. Nah, don't worry about it. We're all the ones that actually put you through some tough battle practice we had to train up. Yeah, but truly, you don't need an apology, my lady. Thanks to the same instruction, I'm making swift strides toward mastering the art of battle. I've never won home without you, Eerie. The boss says thanks to you that we had the chance against the art bullies. See, nothing but gratitude. To us, you're the brightest star of the whole team. Come on, quit being silly. Just one thing. Been training for 4 hours now. I'm totally pooped. I'm sorry, shut up. Really, I'll take a break. I'll go for a run while you rest up, my lady. We have trained in our turn, but you, our stiffest matter, have rested not once. I cannot help but worry for thy health. Thank you for your concern, Atticus. Lately, I feel like I can take on anything, even if I'm really tired or feel like crying. Remember, we all got together and riffed on the gym badge design to create our very own star badges. I don't know what it is, but at least just looking at my star badge makes me feel so strong. Like I want to give it my all. Get all my all, but wasn't enough. I wasn't enough. Showed amazing strength. Even if the code didn't require me to give it to you, I'd want you to have this. T-Far's fighting screw defeated. I'd like to show you my trademark move, too. Here, this one's for you. Obtain Team 167 close combat. The user fights the target up close to 50 damage without guarding itself. This also lowers the user's defense and special defense stats. Now you're part of Arbor Starfall. But I can tell from battle you're not a bad person. The way your Pokemon look at you with such trust gives it away. Do me a favor for a moment. This isn't a bit much for me to take. I just really... Looks like it's all over. Oh, Riri. Team Star member you battled at the gates early. I asked her to come along for a talk. So what did you want to ask me? Seem to be much friendlier terms with Eerie than compared to the other grunts. Why is that? Oh, you spotted that. Alright, I don't mind telling you. Truth is, I used to hate Riri. She's an amazing trainer and athlete. She's really pretty, too. Took her no time at all for her to become popular at the academy. I was queen of the class before she came along, but then everyone liked her more than me. Let me guess, you started to pick on her. Pretty much, I got our classmates to join in, too. We were all so stupid. But in the end, kids are always fickle, and once the thrill wears off, they look for something new. Before long, the class chose me as their target and started bullying me instead. Guess I deserved it, but then Riri, she chose to help me, even though I've been so horrible to her. She told me that she understood how hard it is to have no one at your side, and she invited me to Team Star. You never bullied her like that. What a kind girl. She really is. And joined the team has worked out for us. It's been so much fun. Fun. The rumors that Team Star likewise engages in bullying. After hearing my story, do you really think that's true? No, I merely... Riri and the rest of Team Star made me who I am today. Please don't take away our greatest treasure. Damn. There goes my phone. Phoenix, it's me. Did you do it? Did you claim Eerie's star badge? Without the boss, the Cap Squad should lose its breath from disbanding. So Eerie was the last. All those have been toppled from their pedestals. Many of them leave Team Star before long now, and once they lost their special positions. Now they should be back attending classes at the academy. Nice work out there, Phoenix. Is that Clive I hear? Cassiopeia, well done to you too. Thanks about your reward, Phoenix. I'll transfer some LP to your phone. As promised. 20,000 LP. You can now make more kinds of TMs using the TM machine. That reminds me, I've done a whole supply of unit rep thing this time, right? Indeed, you can go ahead and give Phoenix his bonus reward now. You contain lots of Pokemon materials. The last Operation Starfall has entered its final stage. There's only one thing left on the agenda. You must defeat the big boss and have Team Star disband for good. Where's the big boss? Don't worry, there's no need to search you out. The true identity of the big boss is none other than me. I'm sorry. I mean to keep you for so long, but the right moment never came. No one to form Team Star back then, the members of the team were my closest friends. They're treasured them more than anything. Going like this, Team Star won't do any good for anyone. Gotta get up, so I'm using the code we made together to force them to disband. Phoenix. Booting for the schoolyard after dark. You should come as well, Clive. Understood. And I'll see you both there. So Cassiopeia was the big boss of Team Star this whole time. I scarcely thought it possible. But with this revelation, I might just have an inkling of their true identity. Seems we'll find our answer after dark at the Academy schoolyard. Let's best prepare as we best can before heading over. So this is interesting because now I've already beat Arven. I did that a bit ahead of time. And his Pokemon were quite high level. So I guess my best option here would be to fly to the Academy. And, yeah. We'll fly to Megadoza West. I'm going to heal up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save before we head into the Academy. This is just in case the Pokemon or this trainer is too strong for me to deal with. I got through Arven, but barely, so I'm not crazy about how long this might take me to win, or how strong it might be for me to beat. Alright, so we're going to do this. And yes, I'm aware during the last couple battles I could have used items in battle, and I really don't like doing that, if I can help it. Because it seems like for example here, I think this game is relatively, mid in terms of easy. That's assuming you don't use all the materials you can get from raids, because you can easily I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. Let's sort by, let's see, what button is that one? That one. By name, or that's not what I want, by type. So we're going to see that I have a lot of candies, meaning I could dump all these candies into one of my Pokemon, they probably go 100. But to me, doing that the first time, unless you're doing a challenge, which I don't know why you do a challenge the first time, that just seems like kind of a weird thing to do. You're going to see I've also carefully got a bunch of items and stuff that I can use. So we got that down. Palmont's out front. So Billy's still higher level than everyone else. So we're going to head to the Academy now. I did not mean to actually fly there. I meant to actually set the marker for there. But it's dark already, so let's save here just in case something happens. And we're going to go and find Cassiopeia. There's Clive. What's up, Phoenix? Come on, name's Clive, remember? Actually, no, it's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. What performance? Allow me to dream my true identity. Haha. Yeah, well, that was insanely obvious, but I do apologize for deceiving you in my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of the Niger Academy, Mr. Clavel. What? My disguise was perfect. When I think about it, I didn't neglect to keep up my useful act on a few occasions. Must have gave me away. Regardless, there's still one more such truth I must reveal to you. Troy Davis Cassiopeia, the big boss, the Team Star was me all along. That's impossible. Honest to goodness. When you heard Cassiopeia over the phone, it was actually a pre-recorded voice. Pulled it off using, one of those high-tech gizmos. Oh yes, it was very clear. Mr. Phoenix, now I'm the big boss. It means that there's only one thing left for you to do. Face me in one shot phone and decide it all. Oh, I guess we're facing him too. Lieutenant my Director Clavel. Okay, starts with a ring and two. That's not a very good start for me. Because Palmont starts me off. Well, are his Pokemon. I'm Cassiopeia Team Star. With this bet, I will finally bring Operation Starfall to an end. His Pokemon are about the same level as mine. So I think Double Shock is still going to do enough damage to knock out an Orangutan, but I'm not really sure about this. So let's see what happens. It is not strong enough. Palmont used up all its electricity. Goes for a Yarn. That's an interesting tactic. Not the worst tactic, but I think Orangutan is still, it's still psychic and normal, so close combat will do normal damage. Now Palmont's going to so Palmont's going to lose all its defenses. And then I think I'm going to get, Palmont's probably going to put to sleep. Unless it lets me switch before that happens. Nope, I fell asleep. Alright. Abomasnow is next. So I'm going to use Graffiti here. If I hit Gunk Shot, hopefully the first shot, it should knock out the Abomasnow entirely. Snow Warning activates. So now Hailstorm is in play. We're going to do Gunk Shot. And it hit. Nice. Stab, enough. Nope, it's not enough, actually. Aruavel. So Aruavel increases defense and special defense of the Pokemon that's using it, or other opposing party, while it's snowing out. What's if he's not getting hurt? That's weird. Anyway, Slash should knock it out. Nice. Going good so far. Gyarados is the next one. So Palm Out normally would be my choice, but I don't know if I can actually use him. I guess I could always try to run a Awakening on him. It probably going to give Gyarados 1 or 2 shots, but I don't think Gyarados can knock me out in 2 shots. Palm Out's not exactly weak. It's going to warm my attack, though. And now that I actually switch back in and out, I should be able to use Double Shock again, which is 4 times effective. So let's find Awakening. There's one. And get Palma out of this funk. What's it going to go for? It knows Earthquake. That is not what I was expecting it to use. Ooh. Am I going to be fast enough to outspeed it? I am somehow. So we're going for Double Shock. That's going to be 4 times effective. What? Does that have a Focus Sash? I'm pretty sure it's a Focus Sash, but it didn't say it had a Focus Sash. That's weird. Alright, Squawkabilly's turn. 1 quick attack should knock it out. Had to be a Focus Band, right? The only thing I could think of, unless he got really lucky, but I don't think that's the case. Thinking I've done competitive battling before. Maybe they stopped saying that it does that. Oh, it could be the Aurora. Maybe he just barely survived with that much HP left. So just switch it to Poltergeist now. So I'll switch Squawkabilly out for Masquerada because Masquerada is dark, and Knockoff will do a bunch of damage. Plus a stab. I know pretty much all about Poltergeist because one of my friends uses it all the time, and it's more annoying than it seems. Knockoff. 1 shot, nice. Amoonguss is next. So Amoonguss is part poison, so switching to Espartha and going for Psychic or Lumina Crash should do enough damage to knock it out. Lumina Crash. Not enough, though. Goes for Toxic. That's going to badly poison me. So I'm going to take a small amount of damage, and then it's going to keep doubling over time. So this turn I'll take 12 damage, and then I'll do 24, then 36 next turn is going to be really bad, so I got to make sure I end this quickly as possible. But he's got 1 Pokemon left. Everyone gets experience, and Ursprung's going to get hurt by the poison. And now what's his last Pokemon? Skeldridge. I don't know anything about that Pokemon. It sounds like a poison type. At least that's what I'm hearing. So let's switch Espartha out and go for Graffiti and see what happens. To think that Cassiopeia would be back in the corner like this. Skeldridge. Oh, that's the fire. That's the fire starter. Oh, I can't believe I didn't know that. Gunk Shot. Can we get a shot off? I don't know how fast it is. Bro, I seem to terrorize my Pokemon. Terrorize. What's it going to terrorize it to? Another fire type, or is it going to terrorize it to something else? Yeah, it's going to terrorize the fire type, so it does more damage now. Gunk Shot. I don't know what's typing, so I just took a shot in the dark there. Earth Power. Graffiti's still hanging in there, though. 1 more Gunk Shot. And it hits a 2nd time in a row. Nice. Did it poison him? Did not. So I was really worried at first because I don't really have a counter for a fire type. But I think if I switch to Squawkabilly, Squawkabilly should definitely be faster than a Fire Lizard. So we're going to switch in. Intimidate's going to lower its attack. And I think Facade will be enough. But in case it's not, we're going to Terrorize and use Facade. I don't want to use Brave Bird because I don't know. I have a feeling he's not Cassiopeia, and I might have to face Cassiopeia immediately after. So let's go for Terrorize Facade, which will increase its power even further. Done. Fully leveled up. Director Clavel was defeated. How strong you have grown. 13,420 for winning. Well now, Master Phoenix. Seems to have grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. Here once again, I must apologize. I'm not actually Cassiopeia. Though Clive and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you. Cassiopeia's true identity remains hidden. But I believe I can guess a hazard of who they may be. That's why I sought you to spare you for having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows should not be yours to bear. However, Cassiopeia has settled on a course of action and determined to see it through. I do imagine any Ormer student could hope to stand against them and win. So I challenge you to battle to test your skill. If you had lost, it would have fallen to me to bring down Cassiopeia. Such was my resolve. Turns out you were strong and kind. Anyone has a chance of saving that poor child, it is surely you. As an indicator, it changed me to burn one of my students with such a task. Please defeat Cassiopeia, take down the big boss of Team Star, and win. Yes, sir. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I leave this in your hands. You there. What do you think you're doing? It's time. A pleasure to see you. It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Clavel. Came here to investigate reports of illicit battle on the school grounds, and what do I find? A director of himself, the academy itself, facing off one of against our students, no less. What were you thinking? No, if I could explain. See, it is a rather sad tale. Oh, Smearing, your excuses reek worse than a stunky's behind. Stunky's behind? Ahem. The big boss asked to meet them in the schoolyard after dark. I'm counting on you, Master Phoenix. You're right in a large probably the students and the faculty at once. I'm reporting this to the chairwoman of the school board, make no mistake. Gracious, no, anything but that. I implore you. Alright. So that was actually a fairly okay battle. No one leveled up or anything. Well, Squawkabilly did, actually. So, once again, his Pokemon were about level 60, so I can't imagine Cassiopeia being very much higher than that. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Thank everyone for watching. This is the Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.